Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to the Enough Said podcast. We are in season 4, gentlemen. This is it. Season 4, episode number 1. We made it through. Congratulations, guys. 3 full seasons. So,
Wow.
how y'all feeling?
Can't believe it, man.
Oh,
Can't believe it. It's like season 6.
memory
season
is
6.
losing. I forgot we was doing the podcast tonight. I feel old, man.
You are old.
Shut up, John.
You are old, man.
Be up next week to slap you in the face.
Okay.
Oh, man.
We'll see.
All right, well, let's get it started. As always, let's introduce this crazy cast. So this first guy, he always has a lot to say on Enough Said. But when we didn't hear from him on text this week, we thought he was dead. Clear? What's up, Jermaine?
Yo, we live. We hot.
You went dark
up,
this week,
everybody?
dude. Where the hell were you this week?
What's
You
going on?
went
What's
like
up? What's up?
dark, man.
Man, it's been between home and work. I mean, you guys know it, man. And the kids, baseball, basketball, man. It's like I'm in for the long run, man. You talking about, I want to retire at 65, but young kids, man, that ain't gonna happen.
He's 64.
Oh, man.
I'm 51, Dre. All right, I'm not mad.
51. I thought he was 54.
Yeah, you thought I was 54, whatever.
All right, let's get to this next guy. Watching the 49ers, he knows what I'm talking about. Watching the 49ers lose to the Eagles made him drool. Just don't mess with them when it comes to shooting pool. What up, Mike? What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh,
What's
man,
up, Mike?
he's a
Yeah.
pool man, huh? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm not a pool shark, but I can hold my own.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I
Sal heard you shoot, so
I do.
get you. I guess when I come up there, I'll have to bring my sticks with me and we'll see what you got, man.
I haven't played in years, man. But I used to have a table in my basement. I used to do it all the time. I loved it, man. Just come home and whatever. But yeah, it's been a long time. So, but that's good stuff. All right, and my dog thinks so too, apparently. Shout out to Mindy over here who gets on the podcast.
What up, Mindy? Yeah, there you go. You got a fan.
That's right. All right, and this last guy, I love this one. He gets up early in the morning and does all his reps. At least until his ankle goes out and he falls down the steps. Say hi to Trey, everybody.
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody?
Yeah,
What is going on?
Fall down the steps.
Yeah.
What's that about? What's that about?
Oh man, you haven't been the last couple episodes. You've been missing that, man. You're talking about getting up out of the bed. You're talking about me being 51. What are you, 48, 49, Dre? And falling down the
still in my
steps.
40s.
Come on, man.
That's the great thing. Yeah, Mike.
Golly, man.
Back in my heyday when I was a player in basketball, I broke
Yeah,
my
I
ankle,
know that. Yeah.
and it hasn't been right since. And now as I'm getting older, it just goes out. So I just gotta talk to my doctor.
He blames it on his ankle. I mean, you haven't been right since, period. Since I know you,
man.
well over 20 years. He hasn't been right.
Oh!
Oh, you hear this thump in the morning.
Clear.
Yeah. Oh man.
But yeah, Mike, with your 49ers, man, I don't want to hear no excuses, man, about quarterback, broken up, sack, whatever. When we play y'all, it's part of the game, man. I want to hear it.
Well, you know what?
Right.
You know what, Dre? At least he admits
That's
it.
right.
You know what I mean? Because you got some unrealistic fans out there, their fan base. They justify what they was doing and all that stuff. At least Mike realizes it, that they're a bunch of whiners. That's why I call them the 40 whiners, not the 40
Wow.
whining all the time, man. Come on.
That,
So that was perfect when I made that bet. When he had that bib and binky on it. You know what I mean? Perfect.
Well, they're going to meet in the regular season, guys. So
Yeah,
they're definitely going to meet one more time in Philly. So
yeah.
Mike's waiting
Right.
for that one.
Yeah, I am. It's funny because San Francisco comes out this way a couple times. They actually play the Ravens on my birthday, and then they play Washington close to Christmas.
Right.
And then the Eagles game is
49ers
before.
So the 49ers are coming to Baltimore?
Yeah.
Oh, you going to it?
I don't know, but I'm not sure about that yet. But
Oh, okay.
last time I saw them play a regular season game, Baltimore it's been a while, but they lost 52-7.
Wow. So
Yeah,
Mike,
that was-
so Jermaine, he wants to enjoy his birthday. So I don't know.
Yeah.
That's right. There you go.
Yeah, right.
But I'll see how the season goes. You know, I mean, if San Francisco's anywhere as close as how they were last year in terms of, you know, rankings and being pretty good, then I'll go check them out. I think it'll be a competitive game. But, you know, if they're stinking it up by then I'm not going to go try to see them. That's just going to be throwing money away.
I hear that, and oh my god.
Yeah. Nah, that's good.
Well, let's kick it off here. Jermaine, do you know what the number 7 is?
Number 7. 7 days in a week. Michael Vick. I don't know. What you got?
I got 7 teams that they're expecting to go from worst to first and their rankings. So that's what I got. You ready for this? Okay. So these are teams who finished in last place and who have the best chance of going from first to worst. Or sorry, from worst to first. Yeah. Did I say that right? So, yeah. All right. It's all good.
With your dyslexia, man.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. I'm starting to sound like Stephen A. Smith. All right. Anyway, the beautification of these teams are just unbelievable. All right, let's go. The worst team that probably doesn't have much of a chance to go from worst to first. We'll talk about them. This is it's 8 teams. Jesus Christ. Okay, 8 teams. Sorry, guys, not 7, 8. So I should have asked you what the number 8 was. But with that being said, Arizona Cardinals. Worst to first, guys. Any takers?
No, first.
You could have did 17 because I mean that is impossible for them to go worst to first.
That's just
why
did you even? Exactly.
I should have kept 7. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just kept 7. Why would you even put 8? Worst to first. Why would they? Who invented this? Who created this?
NFL.com.
Really?
Yep.
And they put Arizona. Okay.
Yeah.
So Arizona, I mean, I guess they're saying they had the least chance to go from worst to first, but they had like no chance. I mean, unless
no chance. They shouldn't even be on that.
And that's like the whole NFC West, like all their planes, like charter planes crashed, and the whole team disappeared. There's no chance they have of going from worst to
disappeared in
first.
the Bermuda Triangle.
They got Kyler Murray, who they don't even know what to think of him. I mean, they have no confidence in the kid. You know, I think he's almost on his way out. You know, DeAndre Hopkins is gone.
Yeah, he's
the
gone.
defense is like the least talented defense, I think, by roster and talent. They got a long way to go. And then, of course, the coach, you know, you don't know about him. I mean, Gannon was, you know, he's the blame for the Super Bowl loss, right?
Yeah, that's all starting to come out. You're right. Yeah. It starts with the coach, Mike. Yeah. It starts with the coach.
Yeah, it starts above deck. I mean, you're talking about an organization that they had a general manager that he was drinking and driving and they slicked his up. Burner phone. He had to retire. Telling people to call him on the burner phone. You got the owner who's got some drama. I mean, that whole franchise is a mess.
Why do you think he left? He saw it coming.
It's no culture. It's no. I mean, well, that was all the way back. I mean, it goes all the way back to Carson Palmer. That's when Bruce Arians was there.
No,
when Carson Palmer was there, wasn't he?
No, past Carson. Yes, that is true. But then when the running back got hurt, what was his name? The running back, you know, he broke his hand.
I know Johnson. Who you mean. In that final year, and then the defensive end, Mark, Campbell left. That's when Bruce Arians, like, the writing was on the wall. He left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. To me, they were falling apart.
It's a big mess. I don't know why they're even on that list. Go.
I will say this: Zach Ertz is still there. They're going to move him. Don't be surprised if he comes back to the Eagles. That's the only thing I'll say.
It's a fire. Yeah, it's a fire sale. Yeah, it's most definitely a fire. Yeah, they're going to blow that.
Why do you want him to come back to Philly? I don't want him.
Zach Ertz?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Just a backup. As a backup.
You need more. You need more. You need more offensive weapons. I wouldn't mind having a double tight end.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at least at least they're both capable and whatnot. And that'll take some pressure off for 100% AJ Brown and Devontae Smith.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm
just thinking because he's a dinosaur now. So
he's not that bad.
I think he's still got another year or two at that. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a fire sale. Sal. It's definitely they're going to unload. Now the question should have been, who is the best team to go 0-17?
Yeah, right. Probably the Cardinals.
Probably.
Las Vegas.
Yeah. Well, maybe them too.
Oh yeah.
Them too.
Right.
Of course, only one team has done it right. Detroit. They're the only team that's gone.
Detroit is the
Detroit.
only team. Yeah. Well, that
0
was
and 16.
bad.
I guess no 0 and 17
Yeah.
teams, but 0 and 16.
That was bad. That was
Mhm.
bad. Yo.
So Sal, who's number 7 on the list?
Houston Texans.
Oh,
I don't know. That's.
Yep. Houston Texans.
I mean, I like D'Amico. I mean, it starts with the coach. I like D'Amico Ryans, and I like what they did in the draft. I mean, we was all sitting there with the draft. I mean, they just blew that whole first round up. It was like, I know everybody was like scrambling. It's like, yo, what the heck this happened?
That's right.
You know, so it starts with the draft. I like D'Amico. They still have that quarterback, that Davis. What is that, Davis Mills?
Yeah,
No,
Davis
not
Mills, but then they drafted the
Davis Mills,
quarterback
okay.
number 2.
All right.
Stroud.
Yeah.
Oh, they did. They got Stroud. Okay.
who's their running back?
That running back, I forgot his
Running
name.
back is
Pierce.
Damon
Good.
Pierce.
Yeah.
Damon
Oh,
Pierce.
Pierce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he-
he
had a
ran
good
on
year.
us.
Yeah, really good
He
year.
ran on us.
He laid it on us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
They
right.
got Dalton
Yep.
Schultz, a tight end, who's good.
Yeah, Schultz.
Yeah, they got Dalton. Yeah.
They don't have
And their
receivers, though. I
defense
think-
wasn't that bad.
No.
Yeah, well, no, I take that.
But you're
Yeah.
saying
Well,
from worst to
kinda
first? Is that what we're saying? Houston's gonna be they're gonna be first in the
Well, out of the teams that finished in last place, they're ranked 7th, meaning that there's other teams that they think will go from worst to first ahead of them. That's what basically this
Yeah.
is.
Well,
All right.
they play in the same division as Jacksonville, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think right now Jacksonville
Colts,
kind of is
yeah.
the cream of the crop of that division. I mean, the Colts, they got a new quarterback, new coach. They're kind of rebuilding a little bit.
Mhm.
And then the Titans are kind of, they don't know what they want to do. I mean, they look like they're rebuilding, but then they don't want to call it rebuilding. Apparently they're interested in DeAndre Hopkins. I know we'll talk about that a little bit, but that's a team that they got rid of AJ Brown, and they didn't have no answer to backfill it, and it just crushed their offense. You can't rely on Derrick Henry all the time.
Nope.
So yeah, Houston can't go worst to first, but they could definitely go from worst to maybe second in that division. I can see that.
I don't.
I can see that.
You always have that one. You always have that one team that'll surprise you every year. There's that one team. I don't know. That was a good one, Sal.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a good one for NFL.
Yeah.
That Houston, they could fight for it. Who knows?
Yeah.
With a couple injuries here and there, Mike. Guys, and
Yep.
you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. But I know they're going to fight because D'Amico Ryans is a fighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
The other thing we got to
he's
consider
on and off the field.
What is their schedule though? So like in division, they could probably beat the teams in their division or make it competitive. But who else are they playing? They might have, the Eagles on their schedule. And it's like, they're gonna lose that one. So it kind of depends why they got the number 7 because of who they're playing outside of the division.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Number 6. Oh, Jesus. All right. Get ready. Tony,
Oh, boy.
Hef, the Commodores, number 6.
Washington.
Terry McLaurin, Dotson, Sam Howell, Jacoby Brissett. Maybe.
Well, you can stop right there with that Sam Howell. You can stop right there. I mean, I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry because you might as well say that's Brock Purdy. Sam Howell. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
Come on, man.
Marcus might be getting upset with me, but they're staying where they are. I don't see him moving up.
They got a lot of outside of the game stuff going on. I mean,
Marcus and Tony.
the team is not even sold yet. It's not official yet, correct?
It's closed.
So,
Okay.
Is it going to be done before the season?
Oh,
or what?
yeah. They just got to vote
Throw
for
to the Mayflower too. So
so you got to clean that up. So they're not doing nothing this year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a mess. I
agree.
That's all.
All right. So I disagree. I do think they won't be first. I mean, the Eagles, if something's catastrophic's got to happen for the Eagles not to finish first in that division again. But I do think Washington's got a big culture change, and I think Eric Bieniemy's got a whole lot to do with that. I mean, of course, I live down here, so I see a little bit more of the OTAs and the practices and the news coverage and stuff. And Eric Bieniemy is bringing it. You can see that these guys are like, man, we got a guy here that actually knows what he's talking about, and they respect that. And so I can see them actually being, a second place team. Not saying they're gonna have a bunch of wins, but I still see them being much better where they are. Again, I think they're another, worst to second kind of team. I think them and the Giants are the two teams that I think are going to show quite a bit of improvement in that division. But yeah, I think Washington will be better than what they were. I think Eric Bieniemy is going to have a lot to say about that.
So if it's second, you're pushing Dallas down then.
Yeah. Come on. Mike McCarthy, at some point that train's got to just come completely off the tracks.
He derailed.
So Mike, then you're saying it's going to be Eagles, Commodores, then you're going to have Giants and then Dallas?
I think I mean, it could be Eagles, Giants, and Commodores. I think the Giants and the Commodores are the two that going to be kind of battling each other, for that number 2 spot.
I mean Dallas. Okay, all right.
I just think,
I like that. Look, hey, put Dallas in the bottom. I'm happy with
Dallas has got a lot of talent. They always do, but it just, I don't know. I just got a feeling that they're going to be down this year, and this could be the time that, that Mike McCarthy might have to move on, and Jerry Jones hires some other retread coach again. It just. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like they've made that many big improvements on Dallas. Dak is Dak. I like Dak, but he's limited.
I told you about Dak in season 3.
Tony Pollard's coming back from breaking his leg in 20 places. I mean, so who knows what he's like. They didn't get that running back. They got a running back in the draft. I think it would be a nice complimentary back, but they didn't get someone like Bijan Robinson, who's kind of like a generational type back that can maybe change your whole offense. I think the Cowgirls could take a step back. I mean, they won't be 4-12, but I can see them in last place in that division.
So Hef, man, I see you came on. So we talking about
what's up, Hef?
Teams.
Hey,
what
up, Hef?
Worst to first, and we just talked about
sticking up for your
Washington.
team, Hef.
And Mike has Washington going second in the division behind the Eagles. So,
there you go. Hef just hanging out in the background, as KD would say. All right, Denver Broncos, number 5, gentlemen. Denver.
Ooh, man.
Justin Simmons, Patrick Surtain, Zach Allen, Randy Gregory.
But I mean, the name you're not mentioning is Patrick Mahomes. I mean, how are they going to surpass him? Yeah. There's no way they're going to the first with him in that division. I mean, it's just they go out. What was that? Nancy Kerrigan, where they broke the girl's leg or something like that. If they want to get the division, they're gonna have to take out Patrick Mahomes somehow. Otherwise, they can forget about it.
Yeah.
And Russell Wilson going to get better, guys, or is he still just going to be?
No, you mean Geno Smith? That's
wow.
Right.
Russell's still in Washington. I mean, over in Seattle.
If Russell don't get it done this year,
I don't know what the heck is wrong.
So you got a new coach. You got a new coach there.
He's got no excuse.
So, but if he don't get it done this year, if he's like he was last year, he's done. I mean, just ride him off in the sunset.
That's right, man.
I mean, Denver's another possible, worst to second kind of team. Just because Sean Payton and, like you said, the coach and Jermaine, he's got credentials, he's got a pedigree there. So, I mean, they can be better just with the coaching that they put together. Vegas, they've already kind of mailed in the season. They already, are playing for next year, beyond next year. They're already looking ahead. And then, the Chargers, I don't know what to say about the Chargers. The Chargers, as they should be dominating, they should really be really good, but they keep finding a way to stay mediocre. It's just not sure where the problem is. But,
they tricked me last year, man. I picked them. They kicked my ass last year. So,
well, I mean, they gave up 27 points in a half.
Yeah, they had that game, and I was like, I remember I went out to drink with some friends, and I like left from home to go get a drink with my friends. And I looked, and the score was tied. I'm like, "What the hell happened?" They were like up by 27.
Hey,
I drove like
man.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
That was one of
Denver-
the worst collapsing playoffs I've ever seen,
Oh.
man.
I at least expect Denver to be 500. They better be 500.
Yeah.
Mm.
All
Yeah.
right.
I mean, Denver fooled me last year. You know, I had them pick.
They fooled They fooled everybody.
Oh, yeah.
They fooled everybody.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
as
all.
Dre said, aliens came down. They did some kind of experiment on Russell Wilson.
I told you,
They
man.
did
Body
that.
snatches.
Yeah,
Russell is
that
still
mind
in
transplant.
Washington. I'm still in Seattle.
With those boots. Gotta watch those boots. All right, you ready for this one? All right, so we got 4 teams left. So these are like the top 4 teams that they could go from worst to first to the ranking. The teams out of the teams who finished in last place. Number 4, the Bears are who we thought they were. So
I'm going to the Bears. Well,
yeah,
quarterback.
we let them off the hook.
You know what I'm thinking of, man. Mike said he always look like he's getting beat up all the time.
Justin Fields, yeah.
Justin,
I mean,
He's running for his life.
he's running for his life. Does he?
I mean,
Does he have
he
the
was
help
pretty
though?
impressive.
Does he have the help this year?
DJ Moore.
I mean,
yeah.
They got a wide receiver.
okay, they got a wide receiver.
Yeah, they got more. I don't know what they're going to do with the running back. They're going to go with Herbert, Khalil Herbert. That's his name, right?
Yeah, Montgomery's gone, right? Yeah,
Montgomery's gone.
gone.
He went to Detroit.
Yeah.
So,
Jeez.
I don't know the other side of the ball. I don't know what's going on with the other side of the ball, the defense.
I thought they loaded up actually.
Because
they had so much
you got
money
all this
to
money.
spend.
They had $100 million. They had $100 million cap.
Right.
I mean, what,
You're right, Mike.
and they're still quiet.
You're right, Mike. In the draft, they were going defensive heavy. I thought.
Oh yeah.
In the draft.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're gonna. Here's the thing. To me, Green Bay is going down the division, in my opinion. And then I see Detroit, I see Bears.
Yep.
And who's the 4th team?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Your favorite.
Cousin.
Yeah, how could you forget?
It ain't my favorite.
Your homie.
I would say Bears be number 2. Honestly.
Another 4th to 2. All right.
Yeah.
Behind
4th
what?
to 2.
Detroit?
Yeah, I got Detroit, Bears, Green Bay, Minnesota.
Yeah, you're right, Hef. I mean, that rookie, that tackle that they drafted, he's got a ball.
Yeah,
out. You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, to save Fields' ass. Yeah, you're right. He's got a ball out.
Yeah.
You know, so and I believe that's his blind side. So
that's right. That's right. Yeah.
But you know, I agree with that, but I think having DJ Moore is going to help a lot of that.
Right, stretch that field.
Last year, Justin Fields would hit dudes right in the hands, and they would drop the ball. That one game, the guy dropped the touchdown at the end of the game twice. The game-winning touchdown, he dropped it. I'm like, man, you
can't do that.
You gotta help this kid, man. So
you can't do that.
Just getting some credible receivers, I think, will make a world of difference for Justin Fields. They could go to first place. That is possible. That whole division, I think, is all even. I mean, I think Green Bay. I don't think Jordan Love is as bad as people think. I think
I agree.
Good, but I don't think that team is going to be that great. That whole division is going to be a dogfight. It could all be even up at the end, and the NFL will love it because then they'll come down to the last games of the season to determine who wins the division. They're going to be close. They're all going to be close to each other.
Right.
And none of them are going to beat the Eagles. Okay, moving on. Number 3, third most likely team to go from worst to first, according to NFL.com. I could care less about this team. Cleveland Browns. Yeah.
Enough said. Crickets. I hear crickets.
I know. It's like Myles Garrett.
So this is going to be a full
Smith.
season with Watson, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson, and then you still got Chubb.
Chubb, right?
And you still got what's his name?
Amari Cooper.
What's his name?
No,
Amari Cooper. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the other running back.
Tomlinson?
He didn't go anywhere.
Hunt.
Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt didn't go anywhere. So
Thunder and Lightning.
Yeah, I don't know.
First?
Nah.
Bengals? Yeah.
I think some. Yeah. I think the Bengals are going to have something to say about that.
Yeah.
And the Ravens and the Steelers. I mean,
Pickens.
Yeah, the Steelers.
My boy Pickett, they like this year. They like Pickett. So
I won't doubt the Steelers until
Steelers got some young talent.
You can't count them out until they're out, you know.
That's what I'm trying to say, man. Last year, everybody was counting them out. I was like, this is Mike Tomlin's team, man.
Right.
He ain't, he ain't going down without a fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
third, maybe. I agree with that.
I agree with that.
I mean, they will be maybe, better than what they showed last year, I think, the Browns, but I think there's a lot more wrong with that team than just quarterback. I mean, the defense last year had some suspect games where they didn't play like the defense you expect with that talent. So it wasn't just all offense. I mean, Jacoby Brissett did a pretty good job offensively. I mean, they were putting up some points with him running the offense, but then they were giving up points, right back behind that.
Right.
So I don't know. This could be one of those years where they could actually get the coach fired. Kevin Stefanski, that's his third year,
Well, Well, here we go with again, Deshaun Watson, boy. If he don't get it right this year, boy, if he has 3 straight games, 3 or 4 straight games, boy, Cleveland's gonna be on fire. Honestly, the dog pound everybody. Somebody gonna get hurt. Seriously,
Sal, the towel can't get any shorter.
No matter what happens with him, he don't have to worry. His contract's guaranteed. He's the only one that ain't got to worry about his money. No matter what happens, he's set.
Jesus. That's a
God.
bad situation right there.
He messed it up for
Deshaun,
everybody
you better
else.
get it right. You better get it right, man. It's coming all on him.
How we better
2
get
straight
it right.
games. Hell, 1 straight quarter, 2 straight quarters, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right, number 2. This surprises me, guys. I can't see it, but probably because the division's so weak. The Atlanta Falcons, number 2.
Yeah, I look, from what I'm hearing, I'm down here in Atlanta and stuff. I'm just listening to everybody and all that stuff. Robinson, and it's going to come on that quarterback because you got a nice receiving core. You got a nice receiving core there and stuff. And, what they're telling me, it's like Atlanta, the fans here, they like their chances. I mean, I don't think they're going to go worse to first. That's just my
Who else is in the division?
I think they're going to fight.
Well, I think the same.
You got Carolina,
and maybe New Orleans.
Especially New Orleans. New Orleans. Yeah.
I think Derek Carr is pretty decent quarterback. And I think a change of scenery for him. I'll say going from Vegas, which is kind of dysfunctional, to New Orleans, which got a little bit more organizational stability. And that might help him out. So I think New Orleans is the cream of the crop right now for that division. But the Falcons got pieces. I just don't trust that quarterback. I mean, Desmond Ridder.
The Falcons could do it. Yeah, and that's the 4th team I think about too was Tampa. So.
Yeah, Tampa, they're rebuilding.
I think the Panthers are better than 3 wins. No, that team last year had a lot of fight, even when they got rid of pieces. And I know they don't got the same coach. I mean, Steve Wilkes is gone, but that team had talent. I mean, especially on defense. Brian Burns and some of the other players they got. I know they got rid of DJ Moore, so it's going to hurt offensively. But I had a feeling they're going to find a way to win some games. I think they're going to be scrappy, and that quarterback, number 1 pick, he ain't gonna be. I don't think he's gonna be lights out, but I think he's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, I agree, Have. I think, Panthers win 3, Tampa might win 4. Yeah, I don't see either of those teams really doing much. So we'll see.
Tampa's a mess.
It is. It's so horrible.
Terrible. Oh my God.
That division is awful. Awful this year. That's right.
I don't know what Tampa does. Like, just I know you talk about the coach. What's his name down there that always had that crazy look on the sideline?
Oh yeah,
like he's not coaching.
Yeah.
Todd Bowles. So I like Todd Bowles. I love Todd Bowles when he was the Jet coach. Man, seeing him in Tampa, it just looks like he's not coaching. Like he's just sitting there watching the games with his arms folded like this.
Yeah, he got that look on his face and his nose like. Bruce Arians up there in the press box, so.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Number one,
the most likely team to go from last to first. You're gonna love this, Dre. You ready?
I know what it is.
You know what it is?
Jets.
It's gotta be the
You got
Jets.
it. The Jets. That's it. It is the number one team, most likely going from worst to first. That's it. Well, look, they're counting on Rodgers. They're rolling. They want a quick hit. Rodgers only has what, a year or two left, if that.
If that, yeah.
I am really relying on their defense, and the offense with Rodgers is actually helping them. I see. Let's see. That division is that's what Buffalo, New England.
I'm not
Miami. That's kind of tough though. I don't know from first.
It's tough.
That's tough.
But I'm not.
I mean,
at this point, again, Buffalo has not done anything. I'm not scared.
Yeah, Buffalo's a fraud.
I'm not scared.
I was on Buffalo for 2 years, and I had enough.
I'm not scared of Buffalo
year.
unless they pick up Dalvin Cook. That's when I'm going to.
For what?
Because all these years, man, they need a running back. They need a running back and stop relying on Allen.
Yeah, but
so that's just my thing. So yeah, Miami. I think Miami. It's going to be Miami, Buffalo, and the Jets fighting for that second spot.
And New England's just like mediocre, right? New England's they're just there, right?
New England's just there.
That's how I feel.
Well, that's all.
I think Miami.
Josh Allen.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
I was just like Josh Allen on the cover of Madden, so his season's over.
Oh well, there you go. That's it right there.
Yeah, his season.
Yeah,
they're
done.
going backwards. So now it's between Miami and New England.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very possible that Jets can go worse at first. The thing is just how far do they go from there? I think everyone's expectations is them not just getting to the playoffs, but going deep in the playoffs and getting to the Super Bowl with everything they've kind of put out there. And I don't think they're going that far. But yeah, going worse at first, I think is very possible for them.
When you said
good wide receiving core.
When you said that about how deep the playoff, it reminded me when Herm Edwards was the coach of the Jets, and he had to show a letter because people were criticizing, like, "Oh, you guys in the playoffs, what you gonna do?" He's like, "I got this letter here showing that we're in the playoffs. We got to the playoffs." So he's trying to say, "Hey, we're here. Anything can happen," So
right.
I'm gonna tell you,
it's interesting because Jermaine, I'm a defensive guy, and I'm seeing how they're stacking on defense, and they were a pretty good defense last year. The Jets were in the top 5 actually in the defense.
Oh yeah. So, I wasn't worried about the that defense is solid. Mm-hmm. But I mean, Aaron Rodgers, like Sal said, he's got 1-2 years at the most.
Mm-hmm.
And you got that young receiving core, Garrett Wilson and running backs. The one that got hurt, man, he was about to blow it up.
He was,
Breece Hall, he's about to blow it up. And then they had the other 2 backups. I mean, I'm looking for them to really put up a lot of points.
Okay.
And to put out the game. But yeah, I'm not worried about that. Defense was good, especially that rookie for Sauce. Yeah, Sauce was the real deal. Mike,
he was.
Mike whiffed out on that one.
I did. He
balled out.
I thought, what's the name? Tyreek Hill would school him, but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
No, he covered pretty good. So
yes, Hef. I knew Serena and Venus owned part of the Dolphins. There's a lot of people actually. I think also Shakira. I think a couple other people owns the Miami Dolphins. So
yeah, I actually think Miami gets Cook. I think that's going to be the number one.
Really?
Yeah, but is Cook is he running down? Is he still got juice? I don't know.
He's got a lot of miles on his tires. That's for sure. So
I'm saying, look, I mean, I know Buffalo has his brother and whatnot, but that's until Buffalo, and I'm saying this guaranteed, until Buffalo gets a running game, they're not doing anything. They're not going to do anything. They just don't get it.
Yeah.
They don't get it. That's all I'm saying. Right. And if you get him, you're not going to run a whole bunch of miles on Dalvin because you do got a nice substitutions and everything with that.
Yeah.
So they're not going to run him in the hole, but I'm sorry. I just don't. And I'm telling Dre for the longest. I was like, they need a running game. That's why they always come up short in the playoffs.
I agree. Right. I agree with you. Yeah, Ezekiel.
He's got 2 years till
Ezekiel.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah,
Buffalo needs to run the ball. What happens? It's like Josh Allen. The deeper they get into the season, it feels like the more he thinks he can win the games by himself, and then he starts throwing the turnovers,
Yup.
you know, that kind of stuff, and then
and those injuries start piling up.
It's going to, because he runs a lot. He runs a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
And he sits there and try to take on people. I mean, yeah, they're smaller than him, but it's still a hit. You know, eventually it's coming. And he's gonna get hurt.
Buffalo come out, 4-0, 5-0. And everybody, they're going, and then by the time it gets up to that playoffs, they just fall apart.
Start getting cold and everything.
And I guess that's their curse. I mean, they have 4 Super Bowl attempts and lost every one. So
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Do you think maybe it's premature, but you think Buffalo's window is closing or maybe closed? Like just I don't know.
Closing.
Like,
I don't know if it's closed.
Yeah, and Leslie Frazier did take off. Yeah, he took a
he sees the writing on the wall.
He took a
leave of absence.
Leave of absence or
sabbatical.
A sabbatical. That's what I'm looking for. He took something like that, man.
Talk about coaches on the hot seat. I mean, you got to put what's his name on the hot seat. I'm sorry, I don't care how far. What's his name for Buffalo?
McDermott?
I think he's on the hot seat. He's got to be on the hot seat.
I agree with that.
He's got to be on the hot seat.
Mike, wasn't McGenius taking a year off too? Was he going on?
He's not, but he talked about retiring. I mean, he was like, "I'm going to start a family."
Goodbye.
You know,
why would you bring him?
I don't know.
Sounds like
why'd you bring him up, man?
Come on, the most overrated coach. Come on, man.
I wish you had a
Smartest
graphic to show you
McGenius.
put him in the trash can.
Stop. Had no business winning the Super Bowl in the first place anyway. Talk about a fluke. Talk about a fluke.
I thought Andy was the most overrated coach. I thought Andy was the most overrated coach.
Oh no, well he got 2 Super Bowls.
He got 2 Super Bowls now.
I know.
Yeah,
good coach. You got to take him off that list.
Is it him or Mahomes though? Is it him? Is it him or Mahomes?
They make a duo. It's like Belichick and Brady.
I'm not saying this is Belichick or Brady. I mean, that's just,
it's like Belichick and Brady. Might be soon. You might be seeing that come. Hey, look, Dre, I was on the board with you with Mahomes. And
now you're a traitor. No,
I'm not a traitor. You gotta stop looking at what I'm saying. I'm just being real. That's all.
Look,
he's not. He's not overrated.
What I was about to compare was that Phil Jackson was he the best coach ever, or was it Michael Jordan making the best coach ever? I mean, that's how I look at it.
I don't know, because Phil did go back and do it again with Kobe. Yeah, that triangle offense.
It was Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, it starts with that triangle offense.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen lost his mind.
Michael Jordan didn't invent the triangle offense. You know what I mean?
Dennis Rodman with him too.
Yeah.
I will give Holmes credit last season when
you got it.
Yeah, no, I give it to him.
I'm mad about it, Dre. Don't think I'm not mad about it. I'm mad about it, but he still throws out of his ear hole. I mean, you're gonna see some crap this year. You're gonna see some more crap. How he's just probably going to this tournament. I'm just waiting for him to just get bashed. You know what I mean? And just get his rocker cleaned out, man. That's all I want. That's what I want.
It doesn't happen though. I know what you're saying. It doesn't happen with that team. I just think about last year, the stuff they were doing. They were doing ring around the rosy, calling play. It's just like
exactly. Yeah. That's the BS right there, Mike. Yeah, that's the BS. I mean, you calling these players. I mean, because if I'm on the field and you doing the ring around the rosy and whatnot, I'm pissed.
Look,
I'm pissed.
Look,
we're all professionals on this field, and you're gonna sit up here and play the damn ring around the damn rosy. You serious?
I'll take my stick, draw in the sand, and let that happen. Let it be. That's what Green Bay did. That's what Brett Favre did. That's what I think some Mahomes studies. He studies Brett Favre.
Oh my God!
I will say this for Ken. I mean, players did step up, like in that Super Bowl. The running back Pachenko. I mean, out of nowhere, he ran hard. Sky Moore got a touchdown. It's like, where did he come from? And now they got was it Tony from the Jets?
Tony, if he can stay healthy.
From the Giants, I think it was.
For the Giants, yeah.
So I don't know. They got a good organization. I didn't realize Travis Kelce. I think he's like he's 30 years old. I thought he was.
Can somebody please freaking stop him? I don't understand. Me and Dre was talking about it. How the hell do you just get wide open all the time?
Yep.
Nobody doesn't see this man.
Yep.
I mean, come on.
I told you I was watching. It's his route running.
It's like what the. No, yeah, but
Yes,
see, the
Zeke
Eagles
snapped
shut
the
him
ball.
down. No, but the Eagles shut him down in the second
That,
half.
that's true, but
They
it's
did
route
shut him
running.
down. But Jesus
Listen.
Christ, I mean, it's just like,
Yeah, every play.
I
Kelsey-
mean, but the route, you talk about the route running, you take 4 steps and you turn around and nobody's not with him.
Yeah.
I mean,
because
where's
the
everybody
play
going?
like dies once Mahomes does all this zigzag shit.
Yeah.
Excuse me, does all this zigzag stuff, and then
Ring
all
around
of
the
a
rosy.
sudden, Kelsey's like, "Here, I'm open," and then Kelsey's hard to tackle. He always leans
I
forward
know.
and down like he's like an
know.
oily snake. You know, he just
I know,
can't.
Right.
but
Yeah.
regardless, man,
But
You could-
just-
we
I'm
gotta give it
sick
to
of
him
it.
because
Yeah.
he wasn't that good
Yeah, I know,
coming
you're
in.
right.
You know,
I
he
do, yeah.
developed into that player. You know,
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
I realized how long
Yeah.
he's been playing for. But yeah,
Yeah.
You could say the same
He
thing
worked
about
at it.
Gronk, Jermaine. I mean, right? Like Gronk was always wide open, right? Same thing.
Yeah, but you at one point, yeah, that's true.
But hold on.
Yeah,
Hold
I
on.
know, yeah, that's
Hey, look at Antonio Gates and what's the name? The quarterback. The
Rivers?
quarterback.
Phillip Rivers.
Mhm.
They were unstoppable. I mean, like Gates was always
No,
Gates was always open.
yeah,
He
no,
seemed
he
like it,
wasn't
yeah.
always open. He had people on him. That's how big he was. He was
Yeah.
carrying everybody.
Yeah.
He wasn't
That
open.
dude was jump
With his
yeah,
fat
height.
ass, I mean, yes, he had everybody. He carrying people, man.
It just looked like he was open, man. How about that? It just looked like he was
People
open.
was lungs on him. It's like, come
It
on.
just looked like Antonio.
Yeah.
I said, "Damn, Antonio Gates is heavy as hell, but look how he going."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's carrying 3 or 4 people in the end zone.
Yeah.
that is
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Phil just got
Jeez.
Yeah. And half that was my favorite play, man, when Zeke got run over.
Oh,
Stephen
yeah, half-
Diggs.
Oh,
my
man,
that
God.
was so
That was
funny.
That
hilarious,
was
man.
so great.
I couldn't
man.
stop laughing. You ever had that laugh, man, when you just can't breathe? You know what I mean? And you think that you're gonna die. I said, I can't
Like a
believe I'm gonna
train.
die because I can't breathe.
Yeah. He didn't know what to
Oh,
do,
my
man. He didn't
He
know
got
what hit
rolled
him, man.
Yeah, you know
Oh,
when Ron Gant
man.
fucked you, you stop breathing. So
Yeah.
He needed clear,
Yeah,
Jermaine. We had to
exactly.
get him going on that
Yeah.
one.
he was
After
like,
that,
"That's
man.
it."
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
They
Yeah.
couldn't even
Yup,
explain
that's how
they
I
were
felt.
trying
You're
on
right.
that
That's
play.
how I felt.
It wasn't
Yeah.
like,
Man.
yeah, we were thinking about, they had no,
They
they had no
had
idea
one
what
or
they were
two
doing.
linemen
They had
on the
no
line.
clue.
That was, I don't remember.
They had
That
no
was funny.
clue.
Yeah.
They only had one or two
Good.
linemen on the line, right?
Oh, man. I said, what
So
did they do?
bad. So bad.
When he hiked the ball, he just saw bam!
He ended up on his back, and the official's dying. He's like, even the officials are laughing. They're like,
When the
I can't even
officials
call
sat there
nothing.
like, well, do the math. Only 2 linemen. You know what's going to happen.
Man.
Oh
See,
man,
that should have been the cause of somebody getting fired for something like
Drake,
that.
can you pull that up?
You can't do this.
Drake, can you pull that up on the screen? Drake can probably pull that up. See if you can pull that up, man.
Oh, man, that was.
Oh, man.
yeah, that was the Niners
Oh.
game. That
I'm
was
just
it.
envisioning in my mind.
Zeke should have thrown his own flag. That's right, Half, man. He should have, man. That was unnecessary roughness, man. I don't know what you
Right.
call it, but
I can imagine when Zeke was talking. It's like, what the hell am I doing this in
Right.
this position? I'm gonna get clobbered. I'm gonna get killed. I know he had to see it because he's looking at Dak. He's like, what am I doing here?
Oh,
what the
man.
And to think that could be his final play as a Cowboy, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, Jerry Jones. I would have loved to seen his reaction when that happened.
Oh, Jerry,
Oh,
man. Yeah.
Oh,
If Jerry
God.
didn't have a mini stroke there, yeah.
Man.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. All right. Well, with Ray's looking that up. All right, real quick, we'll shift gears a little bit. So the best free agents still available for 2023. All right. So I'm just gonna go through these positions and just call out some names real quick. Let's start with backs. I love it, guys. You ready for this, winners? Carson Wentz, Teddy Bridgewater, Matt Ryan, Nick Foles, Joe Flacco, and Chase Daniels are all free agents.
Wait a minute. Go back to Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is in the studio. I mean, he's on the broadcast now, isn't he?
I don't know.
Yes,
Didn't somebody hire him?
yes.
I
Matt
thought I
Ryan-
read that.
But he said he's still open to playing, but right now he's going to be on.
So he is broadcasting.
Yes.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
There we go. Look at
This
it.
is great.
Look at
Thanks,
him.
Trey.
He's like, I
This is
can't believe I'm
great.
doing that.
Oh my God. Yeah, he doesn't even know what he's doing.
Look, he don't even.
Here it goes, Dak. Silent. Oh man! Look at that. He just that's so great, man. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Prescott was like, "What the hell was just happened, man?" Oh my god. He just got boom.
And they said that was the most. They said that's the most like funniest play ever in NFL history.
Oh my god, that can never. That's the old time one of the dumbest plays in NFL history.
Yeah, you know that what you call play last year was pretty bad too. The one with the Raiders and the Patriots.
Oh
god,
man, that was the.
He threw the ball back. He lateral it backwards.
Wait, you talking about Raiders?
Raiders and Patriots.
Yeah, that was like the only play that Chandler Jones made all season for the Raiders. But that was that game. It was like special teams for New England. The guy lateraled the ball back. He lateraled right back to the defensive player for the Raiders and lost the game.
Man, that was hilarious. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. What are y'all doing?
But yeah, Sal.
Any takers?
Matt Ryan's in the booth. I'm surprised Joe Flacco.
Carson, Teddy, Nick, Joe Flacco.
Yeah. I don't even know what the question is.
I don't know.
Teddy Carson, Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco still playing.
The question is, these are the best free agents available. Any takers? Anybody pick any of these guys up
for the quarterbacks, right? Or that's the
right.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, there's that play.
There it is. This was hilarious.
It's tied up.
This was hilarious. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Here we go.
Here we go.
Whoop.
There it is. Then he gonna go back. Whoop. What are you doing?
Oh my god! I like the announcement. Oh wow!
You have to be the. I'm sorry, man. Belichick should be fired.
Oh god!
No, Belichick, boy. I know he was hot.
Oh
man!
He's like,
look at his face. What the heck? Oh man, that was great.
You see the lineman's face? He had his eyes rolled up in his head. Roll that back, Dre. Roll that back.
That was like the only big play Chandler Jones had for the Raiders last year because they paid him a bunch of money.
You got to see the lineman's face.
Oh, man.
He was like, I can't believe you did that shit. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Oh man, we are gonna have to censor this. This might be one that's not suitable for kids. Here we go. Whoop!
Look at that. And Mac Jones didn't want no part of that.
Pancake, right?
How did
he got stiff arm to the ground?
Mac didn't want no part of that.
Stiff arm to the ground.
He's like, the hell with this.
There it is, right here. Watch this. Oh no, hold on.
Well, here comes the stiff arm.
You got to see the lineman's face, boy. He was pissed.
Yeah, this is the stiff arm right here.
That was like Draymond that was like Draymond Green. Wow.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh my god. All right, sorry, Sal.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah. Oh, that was great.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's gonna pick up any of those quarterbacks. It's up Bridgewater. You know, he's always that pick that you're just like, man, maybe he'll have it again, you know, those flashes of greatness, but he just gotta stay healthy, man. That dude always gets
flashes
hurt.
Of what? What did you say?
I mean, he had a good year in Minnesota. That first year in Minnesota, it was like all the hype was like this dude.
It wasn't great. It was good.
Right. It was a flash. I mean, it was like a blink,
a blur.
You know, take a picture, flash. There was greatness on a player or two, but Bridgewater's always had that. You know, that feeling of, oh, this is going to be him getting back to the way he was, and it never happens. But
Hef is right. What is Chase Daniel doing on this list? What is he doing on this list?
Hey, man.
I didn't know he was still playing.
Why is Carson Wentz doing on the list? I mean, Carson's, I don't see him getting picked up by anybody, man.
Nah.
Yeah. I keep thinking
unless somebody gets hurt.
Yeah.
He might be XFL. you know.
Right.
He's
All right,
playing one of those teams, USFL.
Oh,
Carson
yeah.
Wentz is back.
Enough said on that. Running backs. Here we go. All right. So any takers on any of these names, guys? Zeke, Kareem Hunt, Leonard Fournette, Darrell Williams, Kanye Drake, Hilliard, Freeman, Bernard, David Johnson, Justin Jackson, Rex Burkhead. I like him. Mark Ingram, and Jonathan Williams from the Commodores. Any takers?
Look, I thought. So Kareem Hunt is a free agent.
He is.
Yeah, I thought he was okay.
I mean, you went off a lot there that in the beginning it felt like
Zeke, Hunt, Fournette, Williams
were done.
Yeah,
but I liked I don't know about Ingram. Who's the other guy? You said Jackson.
Justin Jackson from the Lions?
No.
Or David Johnson from the Saints?
David Johnson?
No. Ah, man. They all seem mediocre, but I can't.
No, they all meet it, man.
Nobody on me.
Yeah, they all.
No
yeah,
All right.
I mean, well, you said it was Zeke. No,
No.
Zeke's definitely got way too many miles and just doesn't have. I'm not sure what you use them for. Cook
crash
just has to stay healthy.
Is what.
Mark Ingram's been playing quite a while. I'm not sure where
Mark
he'll
Ingram
go.
is washed. He got talk about miles. He's got a lot of ton. He got a ton of miles on there, man. No.
Giovanni Bernard
in the top part. You said Kareem Hunt. I haven't heard.
Bernard can't stay healthy either. He can't stay healthy.
Leonard Fournette, the guy.
What do they call Leonard Fournette? Playoff Lenny? What do they call?
Leonard Fournette. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
David Johnson has one good season.
David Johnson, is this the same David Johnson that played on the Arizona Cardinals?
Yeah.
What the? Okay.
The one, when he
broke
his
hand. I didn't know he played.
When he broke his hand, he wasn't right since.
Yeah, he was lighting it up.
This is the sporting news, gentlemen. Sporting news.
All right. Rod receiver.
Fournette can get a job. I see Fournette getting.
He might go back to Tampa. He might go back to Tampa at lesser pay.
Yeah.
Because what's his name? That white guy. Mike. Was it Mike White or whatever? He's got that.
Could you be a little more specific? Now you know
I
him.
can see Fournette.
I didn't even know what that's. Yeah, you're right.
I'm not sure what kind of depth the Steelers have. But I can see
a little bit more.
That's right.
Backing up Najee Harris.
You're damn right. They suck now. That's right. We're running back now.
Bracking up Najee Harris.
Yeah, I can see Fournette. In a backup role to.
To Pittsburgh,
was it Najee Harris to start? I'm not sure who their backup is, but I can see him on a team like that because he is kind of a bruising kind of running back. He's not really dancing a lot. He's more of a north-south kind of runner. So, I think this will work for him somewhere. He's got, he's tough. He got, a little bit of tough mentality. So I think that can carry over somewhere.
All right, wide receivers: DeAndre Hopkins, Julio Jones, Demarcus Robinson, Jarvis Landry, Byron Pringle, Perryman, Higgins, Sammy Watkins, Keneal Harry, and Jake. I don't even know who this guy is. Never heard this guy.
When's Sammy Watkins your boy, Dre? I used to talk about Sammy Watkins because he always would get picked up, catch like a touchdown, and be done for the season.
On the opening game, he shows up, and then after that, he's done.
You don't hear nothing from him. Yeah, Watkins is not playing. Got a pulled hamstring.
So stubbed his toe. Guys that you mentioned.
Julio Jones got anything left in the tank? Julio?
Who?
Julio Jones? Anything left in the tank?
No, man. Julio?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Who? Julio?
Yeah.
Nah, Julio's done.
Maybe
DeAndre Hopkins.
Maybe DeAndre Hopkins. Maybe it's just he had a 7-game suspension, but the year before that, fantasy wise, stat wise, he was putting up good numbers in 2021. I think it was.
What all dressed up is saying? Can someone tell me about what happened to Hopkins for real? Nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I mean? He didn't like Kyler Murray. That's what it is.
I was gonna say that's what happened to him. Kyler Murray happened to him.
And remember,
it could be
he was suspended for the first 7 weeks, so you didn't see him.
Yeah, it could be a nice reunion for him and Watson to come back in Cleveland because they said, he was talking to Cleveland as well. So who knows with that? You know what I mean?
Landry.
Deshaun Watson.
I think Landry still got some left in him. I like Landry.
Jarvis? Oh, Jarvis Landry?
Yeah, I think so.
No,
I ain't talking about no superstar, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. He don't have nothing.
You don't think so?
You put him up there with Calvin Johnson. Yeah. I mean, not Calvin Johnson, Julio Jones.
Yeah.
No, I think he's better than Julio.
Yeah.
I don't think Hopkins will do it because I think he wants to play for a team that has a chance of winning. But I love to see him play with one of these rookie quarterbacks. I mean, that don't have like Carolina or Houston or even Indianapolis. This one of these teams that drafted a quarterback that just just seeing a quarterback get off to a good start with a good receiver, it just could make it can set their careers in the right direction early on. A lot of times players when they get drafted high, they're playing on crappy teams, and then they go through a bunch of crap, getting beat up for the first couple of years while trying to build all the pieces up. But man, if you can start out with a solid receiver that you can trust, I think I can go a long way to developing a quarterback.
Yeah. Man. All right, gentlemen, let's wrap it up really quickly. We'll go around the horn here, and you're going to complete this. Remember, we did this game a while back. Just complete this. You ready?
All right.
Here we go. Everybody takes a turn, and you got to complete this. Howie Roseman.
Genius.
Great.
Done for now. Don't worry, Sal. Every time someone comes available, you're like, Howie. It's like, no, he's done. He's not shopping anymore until the season
he's
starts.
Not shopping. Nah. And you pick up some pieces. You pick up a little bit of pieces that could plug in here and there, but he ain't gonna. Because they even said Hopkins was tied in. Philly was trying to. I was like, why would you? No.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think a receiver core is fine. Honestly,
yeah.
All right, ready? Next one.
No.
What's yours, Sal?
Howie?
He's a guru. I know you don't believe that, Sal.
Oh, guru.
God! All I'm gonna say is Howie better get it right. You said it best, Jermaine. Howie better. Yeah. He's got no room for error with Hurts' contract.
I'm not far from it. Right. I'm sticking to that because I'm gonna tell you right now, all this can blow up right up in front of your face, and then I'll be right with you, Sal. But right now it looks good. Yeah. It looks good. He did last year. We're still pretty good under the cap and all that stuff with that $250 million with Jalen and whatnot. So let's just keep it going. Let's keep it going. That's all. All
right, next one. Deebo Samuels should
stop crying.
Oh God, get that off the screen before I vomit.
See, with Deebo got his head all big the year before when nobody couldn't stop him and all that stuff. So he just thought he was the man. He thought you could just do the same thing. And he took a step back, So just shut up because you're a good player. You are. Just shut up. You know what I mean? Get off of Phillies. You know what? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you want to be. I think you want to come to Philly and play. How about that? You know what I mean? So yeah. So Deebo, just go back to playing your game. Shut up and just put your game on the field. Stop running your mouth, man. It's over with. You lost in the playoffs. You lost in the NFC Championship. You lost. Okay, it's over with. Walk on. Let's do it. All right. Stop crying.
Mike, you gonna take that? Come on, man.
Oh man. I think Deebo's. I think he should be the number 2 receiver on San Francisco this coming season.
All right.
Because Brandon Ayuk's gonna be the guy.
Okay. All right, Dre. Anything for Deebo?
MVP.
That was 2 years ago when Cooper cut. I don't see that happening again. Everybody figured out that the Deebo running back trick.
Yeah, they did, and I have to say, Deebo just play a role, man. That's all I gotta say.
Well, then, I mean, is that a problem then? Because he was a beast when he was running the rock. Now you're talking about he need to be the number 2 receiver.
No, he's going to be number 2
and just receiver
because he's not a number 1 receiver as a receiver.
Right.
That was my issue with him even before they gave him the contract. I was just like, he's great when he's the all-around gadget back, running the ball, doing all that kind of stuff. But as a receiver, he doesn't get a lot of separation. And last year, he admit this now. He's saying that he came in out of shape and didn't get in shape last year, and that the contract talks and all that stuff. And I was like,
up.
oh boy, here we go. But no, Ayuk is an actual receiver, and he's been getting better every year. And I think this is that year where he actually breaks out and looks like an actual dominant receiver.
A number one receiver, right?
Yeah, like a true number one.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, last one, guys. I know like a couple of you guys want to get in on this one. Aaron Rodgers should.
Oh boy.
Go to the light.
Yeah, I know. Open your I mean, get out the dark, get out the get out your room.
I mean,
turn some lights.
Look, we'll see if he's gonna give the Jets some hope. I don't know.
Yeah. Play your game, man, and stop pointing the finger.
Yeah.
You know,
all right.
Stop pointing the finger. Stop pointing the finger and put it on you. You're the leader. You're the veteran on this whole damn team.
Return the darkness.
I gotta say, he should want to get the hell out of New York as fast as he can, because once that media gets a hold of him having a bad game, hell, even a good game, then they just ask him a question that he don't agree with and get snippy, and then they just pounce. You know, like, what do you mean by that, Aaron? You didn't get the shot. What do you mean, immunized? What does that mean? You know,
well, remember,
can you imagine?
And Mike, you know, Aaron Rodgers is big on conspiracy theories. So,
oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He could be.
The Empire State Building was built by aliens, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shout out to everybody who came on tonight. All Dressed Up Podcast. You can catch those guys every other Sunday. We appreciate them coming on as well. They're on at 9:00 every other Sunday. We are going to try to get a straight time. Hopefully, we can get all our schedules on the same page, right, guys? Try to get a steady Sunday night, hopefully coming up. But we appreciate everybody who's listening tonight. Again, you can always email us, enoughsaidcrew@gmail.com, or check us out, obviously, on Twitter or any of those fun platforms like Facebook and all that stuff. So next show, guys, rumor has it that you're going to try to hook me up with someone other than Kay Adams. Is that the deal before we go here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? That'll be a good thing. Yeah. So we'll do our research, Sal.
All right.
And that'll be a part of a segment to saying, who can we hook Sal up?
I got my pick.
Besides Kate Adams. I got a couple already, but you know, I'm going to hold it for the next show.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold it for the next show. I got a couple of them. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to work on that. That'll be cool.
Sounds good. All right, everybody. We'll see you another week here. We appreciate you all, and later.
All right, later, y'all. Peace.
Later. Peace. Yep.